요즘도 저런 걸 하네.
그러게요.
창문 닫아.
나도 봐. 공짜로 집안에 소독도 하고 곱등도 없애고.
그래. 요새 곱등이 너무 많아.
내가 아까 닫으라 그랬지?
닫을까요?
Welcome back to the Bad Potatoes podcast. I'm Roy. To my left up top is Mykel, and down below is Travis. And this week we watched Parasite. And I've seen this movie before. I know Mykel has seen it, and I definitely knew Travis hasn't seen it. And I hope that you liked it. I'm really hoping you liked it.
It took me a bit. I tried watching it last night. Got like 25 minutes in and I was so bored. It was the whole, you gotta read, see what's happening, see what's happening. Doesn't do it for me.
Do you read fast or do you read slow?
I read fast, but I also like to see what's happening in the scene.
I don't That's weird. Yeah, because I feel like I read slow, but I can still see what's happening in the scene. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Maybe your brain is on delay.
Yeah, but
the last half of the movie saved it.
pulled you in, huh?
It's pretty dangerous because I was finishing on the road. So I was sitting on my dashboard while I was driving, watching it.
How the heck did you not get pulled over? But when I go to that town, I get pulled over for being on my phone.
White.
Oh. Points at his skin.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, go into the... Give us
I'm
a...
Donald Trump, and I approve this message.
Please don't do that. We're going to lose
That's
followers.
why he doesn't get pulled over.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So Parasite is a movie. It's a family
Korean
of
movie?
4. Korean movie. Yeah. So it's definitely subtitles. Family of 4.
A very
they're living
shitty family.
You think so?
100%. They're terrible people.
Super poor people.
They're terrible people.
They're just living in poverty. The parents aren't working, so the
By
son
choice.
By choice.
Not because they can't. They don't want to.
No, it says in this movie that their jobs fall through.
No, they say that their parents are perfectly healthy. They just don't work.
Yeah, but thing they're doing is that pizza boxing, and they can't even do it right.
Yeah.
Which is so weird, because in the movie, okay, so this family...
No, you just wanted them to be a good family. They're shitty people.
Very.
Okay, listen. I think that they're cool. They're a poor family. I do think they're cool. They're a poor family. They're doing a bunch of hustles, like side hustles. They're using the other people's free Wi-Fi. They're just out, like
being dirtbags,
being parasites.
But the son has a friend who's going to college, and
who's a good person who does well.
Yeah, and his dad or his grandparent or his grandpa gives him a gift to give to their family, which is very metaphorical. Is that a word? Metaphorical?
Yeah, it's a word, dude. You're doing good.
It's a type of stone that's supposed to bring fortune to the family.
Yes,
and what the basis of it is.
He also hooks him up with a job. He gets
how? By lying to the family about his credentials, proving again, shitty person. Continue.
Ah, man, I don't care. Like, if those people are dumb enough to not check his credentials, and he does a good job tutoring them, just as well.
He doesn't. He hooks up with their underage daughter.
Oh, I know. I guess you're right.
And then
he does that point.
His best friend that gave him the job literally said, "I'm going to ask her out when I come back."
Yeah,
who is also above age.
Yeah, they're in college.
Double the pedophilia there.
Yes.
Cool I
don't know.
Maybe the age of consent's different over there, but she's a sophomore in high school and they're in college age.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, "Whoa, that's weird." But I respect the fact they're so good at bullshitting.
That they
the whole
care.
family.
Yeah, that's cool that they're all evil. They're all parasites.
They're all parasites. Hence
So,
the
like,
name of the movie.
they take advantage of this family. Basically, they get the son hired up as a tutor for the daughter hired for a art teacher,
Art therapist.
and she's like the biggest bullshitter. I think it's crazy.
Oh, for sure.
She forges the documents for the son and her own and everyone else's, and then they get the father hired as the driver, and then the mother hired as the housekeeper, and then they just infiltrate the guy's house.
The rich people already have a housekeeper, a driver, a tutor, but they just weasel their way in. And the way they weasel their way in, we could get into.
Dude, yeah. Okay, so this movie has so many good scenes. Like, their plan and scheming, like it's really good. I don't know. I guess I respected it a lot.
I mean, I respect it because they're taking advantage of these super rich people that are dumb. But then the end we'll get into later. But it gets messed up.
So yeah, the
son starts off being the tutor, right?
So the son is the real
tutor.
Tutor. So he's actually, even though his credentials aren't there, he's doing this to
tutor,
make legit money, but instantly gets in his head as soon as he hears the wife say, "Oh, our son is so special. He needs help," and da-da-da. Like, oh, okay. Let me introduce my cousin's friend.
From Illinois.
Yeah.
And then that's his sister. And then she comes in and is like, she gets a ride home from the driver and leaves her panties in there to set the driver up because she knows he's single because he's kind of flirting with her in the car. But sets him up to get fired. He gets fired and she's like, oh, that's weird. I know somebody. It's my friend's, or my brother's friend's dad. He's a best driver. And the dad gets in.
And while they're doing this, they're also like studying. The son writes a script for the son or the father. Let me backtrack. They go to a car dealership and they study the car. And it's so weird because they do these things before they get hired. They put in so much work that they could actually do these jobs.
Real work.
Yeah, real work.
But they're trying so hard on the scam because they don't want to work, but they're putting in way more work now than actually doing the jobs right.
Well, actually, I think personally that this is an easier way in. So I think it is. Because you have to show your credentials in real life, which they didn't have. The mother of the house, the mother over. The mother of the house is extremely gullible, and she only trusts people who's recommended. And
when he said that she was simple, I had a feeling she was gonna be like special needs, but she's just dumb.
Yeah, she's just dumb.
No.
Oh yeah, you think so? All right. I'm going to do no background check whatsoever and just accept your word. Because you met my daughter one time.
It's really weird, but this time watching the movie through, I realized that like this rich family is completely out of touch with reality. They only know rich lifestyles. And so it ends up like kind of screwing over the family that's working for them because they start like,
because they're the bad guys now, right? That they're the victims, that they parasited their way into this family, but now feel bad for them.
No,
they didn't screw them over. They screwed themselves over.
Yeah, they did actually. They should have actually.
There's no one to blame but themselves.
They should have put the work in to actually work. I agree with that, but I just felt like they thought it would be easier to do this. So they all did.
Yeah, because they're
slackers. But they kick out the driver. He gets fired because the art teacher the daughter, says that. Oh no! She
No,
leaves the pennies behind.
I already covered
Sorry.
that. Yeah, we're on the mom now. Don't blow
Don't
the
blow
mic.
the mic.
Sorry, I'm warm. It's hot in here. Yeah,
We're on the mom now.
the mom gets hired, and they find out. They do some research, and they find out the other housekeeper who's currently working there, who has worked there prior to them living in there. She worked for the architect who built the house, so she knows the ins and the outs. So she's technically lived there the longest. And they do the research. They find out through the son who's tutoring the daughter that they can't have peaches in the house.
No, to the daughter, because she wants peaches, but it's a forbidden fruit.
Yeah, but he's telling the son, or she's telling the son.
No, she's telling the tutor.
Oh, who's the son to the other family? Sorry.
Oh,
Yes.
I thought you were talking about the boy, the little boy.
No.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
the son that's tutoring the girl, they're eating a fruit plate, and she's like, "I wish this was a peach." And then, yeah, they find out that the housekeeper has a severe
allergic.
severe allergic reaction to peach fuzz.
And this scene that we're talking about, that is my favorite scene through the whole movie, because it's like the son goes and makes this master plan to put the peach fuzz on the housekeeper to get her kicked out, and then he writes a script for the dad, who follows her to the hospital afterwards and takes a selfie, and then just acts like she's in the background, and they're like studying the script and they're like acting, and I don't know, it was just really cool. It reminded me of like a montage of Ocean's 11 or Ocean's, one of those movies.
Travis is saying nope.
Why not? Because you couldn't see it because you were reading.
Probably, because I don't remember that part.
What?
Yeah, they're like
So good.
they're in their house. Oh, their house is like a sub basement. It's really gross. But
Oh, their toilet's so weird.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
up on a throne.
I get it because they're underground and the plumbing probably sucks, so the toilet has to be up high to be able to flush. But that's such a weird. It's like at shoulder height.
Yeah, it is definitely weird.
Yeah, it's like on
You have to crawl up to it.
yeah, it's super weird. And another thing I noticed
You'd
in
be
this
screwed.
movie is that these people literally live above them.
Yeah,
So it's kind of funny. Like, I don't know. There's a lot of
lessons,
metaphors.
and metaphors. Yeah, but then,
It's pretty
when they're in the house, they're like, that's where they're running back and forth, talking on the phone, and then they're going over a script, and yeah, they're just going back and forth. They're like, okay, now you go, and it plays in like real time of like what she says because she's simple, so they know exactly what she's gonna say. And then
she's
they convince her she has TB, and she's like, "Oh my god!"
Which is so funny to me. Like it's a dead disease. It doesn't matter anymore in America, at least. But they were so scared of it over there.
Yeah, she's like, people still get TB? She's like, yeah, they do. Korea's the highest place in the ocean. Yeah, it's like
EOCC or something like that.
Asian
some
countries.
But yeah, so she gets that allergic reaction like terribly. She coughs into as they're walking in, the mom and the driver, she is coughing up her lungs basically because she's allergic to this peach fuzz because they put it on her, and she coughs into a napkin and throws it in the trash, and then they give her like a, what is it, sweet and sour packet or something.
It said soy sauce, but it was red, so I was confused.
I don't know, that's weird, but yeah, it looks
probably
exactly like blood.
Gochujang.
Some good food in this movie.
Yeah,
And-
I thought it was funny that they were using words that aren't in the Korean language, so they would just say it in English.
Oh yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yes, because there are certain parts where it would be in English for a second and then go back to Korean. It's like Spanglish,
Yeah,
Korean.
I noticed the mom did that a lot. She was like trying to be hip or cool, so she'd say it in English, and it was kind of funny because they would laugh every time they would do it. Yeah, she Oh yeah, so he puts the soy sauce on the napkin, and then he pulls it out and like shows the mom, and his face. He's like, oh my god, she's bleeding, and yeah, they fire her and get the wife inside, or his wife, as the new housekeeper.
I thought the wife was such a weird character, or like the poor wife is what I'll refer to her as from now on. Because like she's like a world champion, like
Yeah.
hammer thrower or whatever it's called. But what's the point of that? Like they bring that up multiple times in the movie.
I think it's probably because like even though she was super successful, like they must have lost something, lost it all somehow. Because at the beginning they show like awards and like a picture of her throwing, and then then she throws it later into a car window.
Yeah,
and
they're
then
all...
it's just never brought up or explained why. But I'm guessing that's why.
I think it has something to do with her character, because when the dad acts like he's gonna hit her, when they're all drinking, when the house is empty, the family goes camping.
We'll get to that.
Yeah. Yeah, she acts tough, and she's not afraid of the guy. So I don't know. It has something to do with her character. She's strong.
In my opinion, I think it's just to show how much more shitty these people are. Like she's still as athletic as she was when she was young, but she just refused to work.
Yeah. They just wanted easy work, and they got it.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of funny. I feel like we've watched 2 different movies. It's weird because I have such different opinions on this movie than you do.
I feel like they just wanted easy work.
Yeah, because they say it. He tells, because I think when he's talking to Min, that's the only one's name I remember. The son and Min. He's like, yeah, my parents are perfectly healthy. They just don't want to work.
Yeah, and then the movie's called Parasites, and what do parasites do? Leech.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all they were doing.
Yeah, but I don't know. I eat the rich, you know.
For what? They earned it.
You don't know that.
Yeah.
He did. The wife didn't. She's just hot.
Yeah, but we don't know what he did.
You don't know what he did either.
Yeah, so
you just assume he earned it on his own.
And you're assuming.
So, big common thing in the movie that I didn't like that the husband did is that they down talk like them basically, like he stinks. People on the subway, they have a different smell to them, and like there's other little not accusations, but just like little things that he says that just irked me, because it's like these people don't know what it's like living in the real world where everyone else is like working, like these guys are just like living it up,
Well, that's the point of it too, is it's upper class versus lower class.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Did you guys catch the giant wall painting of the kittens on the wall?
No.
Nope.
Oh, I'm surprised I didn't see that, Michael. I had to pause it because I was like, what is that? It's when she's going up the stairs. There's a giant, like it takes almost the whole stairwell, and it's just kittens.
No, I didn't see that.
Thought that was funny. Oh, when the son also is interviewing for his job, and she's showing him the son's artwork, and he's like,
is that a chimp?
Is a chimpanzee, isn't it? And she's like, no, that's a self-portrait.
He's like, yeah, and he's like, oh yeah, yes.
Dude, there's some funny scenes in that movie for sure. Oh, but anyway, after they get settled in, they're in this house. They're making a shit ton of money all together as a family. They've infiltrated it completely. They're all at the house together after they go camping for the son's birthday, and they're like shit-faced drunk. They're drinking literally all their alcohol and eating food. And then there's
just being the worst people ever. We're gonna take over these people's house, eat all their food, pretend it's ours.
Dude, okay, so that's so funny that you think that way, because I was like, they're not even gonna notice.
That's not the point.
Probably not.
They're so rich to the point where they wouldn't even know. Like they have thousands of bottles of alcohol, just because they can. and they're not gonna notice.
Because they work for it. The husband at least works for it.
Yeah, but they
I
don't know
know.
they have it. Because they don't do their shopping, they don't do their clothes, they don't do anything.
Yeah, they just fucking. He goes to work for a little bit a day, and then, like when he came home and he had all those gifts for the son and like the whole family. It was like, what was it? This is a shit ton of electronics.
Oh, what an asshole!
No,
How
I'm
dare
just.
him get stuff for his family with the money he earned.
Eh. Oh yeah. So back to the story. They hear a knock at the door, and it's an old housekeeper, and she clips the CCTV camera out in front of the house, so the parents won't know what's going on, and she convinces them to open the door, and then this opens a whole new can of worms to this movie. She tells them that she forgot something in the basement, and they tell her to hurry up, go get it. So they let her in.
Dude, that scene was funny too.
When she falls,
No.
I laughed so hard.
No, when they go downstairs and she's like doing the wall thing, she's like pushed up against the wall and she's trying to push that thing open. And she's
Yeah,
like,
and then he moves the thing, and then
Oh.
she just eats shit onto her face.
yeah.
I laughed so hard at that.
I thought I heard farts that she was pushing so hard, but I think it could have been just the squeaks of the wood, of her palms up against the wood.
Oh, well, could have been either one.
It's Korean, man. They got weird humor over there.
I don't know, it made me laugh. But she's pushing this pantry over, this big ass pantry, basically, and it shows
Roach, back up a little bit.
Am I blurry again?
No, you're talking really into your mic, and you can hear it distort.
Sorry, my bad. And then they.
Continue.
Oh, much better.
Okay, sorry. You see a secret door,
Stop
and
touching it.
oh, sorry. Dude,
Continue.
I'm so hot. I'm freaking out right now.
Wow,
But,
you're supposed to power up, not freak out.
I know. I can't focus.
So anyways, we discovered behind the wall of pickled things, there's a trap door that leads to a basement that no one knows is there other than the old housekeeper.
Yeah, and the architect built it because it's a bunker just in case North Korea.
Yep, North Korea bombs them.
Yeah.
Or
There's just-
the creditors come after you.
Or that.
And you find her husband down there. Has been living down there for 4 years, and that guy
4
is
years,
creepy.
17 months or whatever, 17 days, 8 hours. Get it down to like the hour.
Dude, that guy is creepy.
He
Oh,
is
so creepy.
The way he just eats that banana while they're talking.
Dude, he just gobbles it
Yeah,
down.
he's
man.
Like he doesn't really bite it. He like kind of puts it in his mouth. Goes a little deeper.
Hey.
Then he deep throats it.
Yeah.
He drinks from a bottle.
Yeah, I thought that was
Yeah.
weird too. She brings him a bottle because he didn't eat for 4 days, something like that.
No, something like that. Yeah, something like that.
And because when they get her fired, they have no idea that he's been down there. So she's just been trying to find a way in. So she waits for the opportunity since when they're gone. Yeah, and he's a fucking complete weirdo. He's hiding from credit sharks,
Loan sharks.
loan sharks.
Oh, and that whole time they're there, whole time she's down there talking about it, or talking to her husband, she doesn't know the rest of the family is there. She thinks it's just the other housekeeper.
Oh, that's right.
But the other family is so nosy, they want to go see what's going on, so they all sneak
So
down.
stupid. They're stupid people.
No, that was a common theme in the movie too. Is that they're very nosy.
Yeah, they want to know what's going on, so they sneak down there to listen in, and they slip and fall.
Oh, speaking of nosy, that scene where the rich daughter comes up behind her little brother and punches him in the head.
Oh, and his head hits a wall.
Dude, his head hits the wall, and then I was like, I had to rewatch it like 3 times because like, dude, that's a real punch.
Yeah, and
It looks hard.
and then he holds the back of his head, and I was like, oh, he's probably told to hold the back of his head, but he hit that front of his head a lot harder.
Dude, because he's like, donk, and it's a cement wall. Oh, dude, I felt bad for that little kid because I mean, good acting though, because he didn't break character.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, there's some good parts to this movie. But yeah, that guy in the basement is hiding, and he's just, I don't know. I don't even know how to describe him. He's just weird.
He went crazy. This is what it is.
Probably
Because
what
he starts worshiping Mr. Park like a deity.
Oh yeah,
Is
he
he
has a bunch of like pictures of Mr. Park.
And he praises him for giving him food and shelter, even though he has no idea he's living in his house.
Oh yeah, it's kind of funny. They just attract these shitty people that just parasite off of them.
He finally came around and agreed they're terrible people.
I know I get it. Out
Yeah,
of him.
I mean, he eventually. Okay, so we'll get to that. But yeah, so it starts this.
Well,
whole
technically, the
controversy.
housekeeper didn't parasite off the new family. They just inherited that parasite
Yeah,
True,
because
And
he
she
was in
did-
that
there
he was in
before.
that basement before they moved in.
and she did buy all the food with her own salary money.
Which
wasn't
is a
stealing.
lie. 'Cause did you notice what he says earlier
No,
when he's talking to Mr. Park in the car? He goes, "There's only one problem with her. She eats too much. She eats enough for 2 people."
good catch. Oh yeah, you're right. See, you could watch and listen, like read at the same time.
That's reading, and it has nothing to do with watching. Those 2 things I read.
You know what's going on.
Yeah. Ooh.
But yeah, they slip and fall, and then
He
he's like,
calls him Dad.
yeah, he's like, oh,
He's
Dad,
like, "Ow,
you hurt
Dad."
my foot, Dad. He's like, don't call me Dad. And that whole time she's recording that
The
incident.
most like phone savvy old woman ever. Just instantly whoop, phone out, recording.
Dude, people in Korea are always on their phone.
Did you
That's
guys-
racist.
Did you
That's
guys
the
hear that?
thing. I see a cat.
No, there's bombs blowing up over here.
Get out of the numbers, dude.
No, if I don't hear gunshots, I start to think I died.
You brought your bike out, right?
Yeah, I started riding it again. It was freaking awesome.
I really hope this one doesn't get stolen.
Oh, I don't. It's super secured right now.
Good.
Chain, cover, alarm, tracker.
Nothing but parasites over there, dude. I'm just kidding.
Dude, there is. No, you know what sucks? Sorry, we're getting off topic, but I feel like I'm extra poor or something. Because like back in where me and Travis lived, my mom's like, go get 2 eggs. I'll go to my next door neighbor. Can I have 2 eggs? They gave me 2 eggs. Can I have some sugar? They gave me sugar. Dude, I went to like 6 houses yesterday asking for just to use bolt cutters for like 5 minutes. They just turned me away. None. No.
Just close the door on you.
Yeah, and then again with a basketball pump because I wanted to play basketball. Nothing. And I see you bouncing a basketball. How do you pump that basketball? Oh
And it's not like you're gonna steal it. You
yeah,
can't
just
run
I'll
very
bring
fast.
my food. I can run fast.
Maybe downhill.
No, 17 miles an hour.
Shut up, you
Yeah,
liar.
I can run 17 miles an hour.
You're like Michael Scott. There's a car passing by you.
Mm-mm. I got a speeding ticket on my feet the other day too. No, but yeah, that made me mad. Like, and everybody's so like doesn't want to help anybody or talk to. I mean, I don't care about talking because there's the smokers always want to talk to me, but just let me borrow the bolt cutters. Let
Well,
me
bolt
pump up
cutters
my-
is kind of.
Well, I
Yeah,
told
so you
them
can
why
break into my
because
house?
no, their
They
kids want to go play basketball in our basketball court, but it's locked up because some guy likes to use it as his dog park.
What?
Yeah, so I want to cut the chain off so their kids could go play. But
Just go
really,
buy
I
some.
want to go play. I'm not gonna buy some.
What happens if you can't unlock your bike?
The bolt cutter's not cutting through that chain.
Oh, dang, it's that good, huh?
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
that good. It's got like a
Anywho,
$6,000 warranty.
so this family's partying on the Park family's dime. The woman comes to the door. Boom. We find the husband. And all shit, it's the fan.
Wait, are you skipping over the?
You already talked about all that. I'm just recapping. We got off topic.
Oh yeah,
gotcha.
we don't have to talk about the whole movie either. Just cover it.
But this is where the movie starts getting good.
That's true. This is probably like the biggest twist of the whole movie. So you got this family that's leeching off this other family who just so happens to be getting leeched on as well from a hidden family in the basement or the bunker. And then the rich family comes home.
Well, hold on.
What? Oh, go ahead.
So they get in a fight downstairs,
Mm-hmm.
and they tie up the husband, the crazy husband, and then they kick the old woman, the old house person down the stairs, smashes her head into a wall.
You thought that was funny?
No,
Oh,
it caught me off guard.
No, because you said she fell. I thought that's the scene.
No. The part when she's pushing on the shelf, and then they move the piece of metal, and then she eats shit.
Oh,
That
man.
was funny.
But when she gets kicked down the stairwell, that was terrible. Like the sound of her head hitting the back of the wall.
And once again, proving that fucking lady's a piece of shit. Didn't bat an eye. I just potentially killed somebody.
Just closed it and went about their day.
Mm-hmm.
I thought about that too, because the allergy that she has is a severe allergy, and they do it like twice.
And the second time, major.
Yeah, she like rubs it on her eyes.
And then we find out because why they go camping is because the son on his birthday when he was 1 seen a ghost, which
Dude, that
was
scene.
creepy as fuck. That dude's eyes scared me.
The first time I saw it, I did, same
Man,
thing. It
It
was
was
very
freaky
eerie.
as hell.
Yeah, so
It was a
he
big
wasn't a
old-
Ghost.
It was that
Psycho.
guy.
He was sneaking out to get some food, and the kid was up. He woke up in the middle of the night to get his birthday cake early, and he saw
Seen
the
that creep.
dude. Okay, so he's bald. He's got these really big bug eyes and really flat face. And he's just like, oh, cut that. You know what I mean? Oh god.
He's already finding it. Go ahead, play it, Travis.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message.
Stupid. Oh, anyway. But yeah, when he's hitting his head on the button, making Morse code, you could tell like his nose never hits. He just fucking hits it with his forehead.
Play it again.
God. Shut up.
I'm Donald Trump.
Oh
and
my
I approve
God.
This message.
I'm just gonna let you take it over from here then, because I'm in trouble.
Yeah, you're too high. You can't even. Yeah. Go ahead, Travis. Take it over.
So, anyways, and so the family's stuck in the house. The poor family's stuck in the house, and they have the original 2 tied up in the basement. And so they come home with they say, "Oh, we're 8 minutes out," so everyone has to run. They all hide in the stupidest possible places, under a couch or under a bed, under a table. And I don't remember where the dad hid it first.
Under the couch.
Under the couch.
Yeah. And then later, once after they finger bang each other, he slides over.
That part got me off guard too.
You weren't expecting that.
No, you just start kind of see the mom's boob. That was cool.
That was
See a little
cool.
lip. But they start finger blasting each other just while watching their son.
So that was another thing that they were foreplaying, like as if they were slumming. She's like, "Oh, buy me drugs," and oh my gosh, that's so
Go
creepy.
put on those old shitty underwear.
Yeah, those turn me on. Dude, it's so weird. They just are so out of touch with reality. It's like a kink to them now.
Well, we don't know what reality is over there. We don't live there. I mean, they do show that the dude in the alley constantly throwing up and pissing in their window.
That's
Yeah.
terrible. I have a Korean friend, but he's super rich, so he wouldn't be able to tell us how it is.
That's cool for you, dude.
It's your friend too.
Yeah, I hope so after this episode.
His last name's Park also. Well, so many Koreans' names is Park.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, man.
And then they have the American name and then the Korean name.
That's so cool.
I don't understand that.
It's just so other people could, it's easier. That's why.
Yeah.
And did you ever take Spanish or French in class in high school?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, both of them. Failed them both.
Yeah, you have to pick a name, a French name or a Spanish name, same thing.
My Spanish name was Ignacio. Which is Nacho.
Wow.
Cute.
Yeah, I don't remember what my Spanish or French one was.
I had 2 French names, but I didn't like the first one, so I changed it to Jerome because I thought that was cool. And then she says Jerome, and I was like, nah, I don't want that anymore.
That's kind of creepy.
Yeah, that teacher sucked. Yeah, go ahead.
Henry Lee.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So yeah, they eventually escape from the house after they fall asleep. And they leave that family in the basement overnight. And things just start to go shit. Okay, so that stone that we mentioned earlier, I realize is more of a curse because they get wealthy at first, like it brings in money, but then all these things that they are doing to these people that had jobs that were settled in, got them all fired, being shitty people, it all just starts
There you
coming
go.
back, tenfold.
Karma, son.
Yeah, karma hits them hard.
Karma Rock.
The karma rock, yeah, basically.
Because the night they escape, it storms extremely bad, and it floods the downtown or whatever you call it that they live. Then it floods their apartment completely, and then the shit just comes shooting out of the toilet.
Oh,
That was
yeah.
funny to do.
And it's like eye level.
Yeah, you thought, my ankles, my shoes. It's my eyeballs.
Yeah,
shit in my
then they have
face.
to stay in a shelter. But when they're staying in a shelter, they get a call to come to the kid's birthday party.
Which I want to talk about real quick. So going back to this family being shitty, the dad, when he's kept telling the kids, I have a plan. And he finally admits his plan was to let them die in the basement and just forget about them.
Just
He
rot.
doesn't necessarily say that. He just
Well, he said, he says my
He has
plan
no
is
plan to do
nothing.
anything. We're just leaving them there.
Yeah, if you have no plan, you cannot fail.
so just let it go. I mean,
Which
it's
means let them die.
well, they were gonna die anyway.
Probably.
Yeah,
No
so yeah,
wonder
they,
you like these people.
it's either them or the family they kicked out.
Yeah, so they invite them to the birthday party, and they all have to try to get ready because they have no clothes or anything. They're all flooded and dirty and not ready to put that, their
And they
face on.
smell like wet laundry.
Yeah. So Mr. Park is driving the mom around. The rich
Mr.
mom,
Kim.
Mr. Kim is driving the rich mom around, and when he looks in the rearview mirror and she rolls the window down because he stinks, and that's
she's covering her nose.
yeah. Ugh.
I think that's so funny too. Just the over exaggeration of the smell. What does this do?
I don't know.
You know what I mean? Oh man, I
Well,
can't
she-
smell anything.
She probably wears really nice lotion.
All right.
Probably.
And then later, when the Mr. Park reacts to the crazy guy, he does this.
Well,
and walks
don't
away.
get there yet.
Sorry, it was
That's at the very end.
it was so stupid to me.
But he does it to Mr. Kim too. The stink.
Yeah, he makes the face
Yeah.
disgusted face.
But
Should
yes,
piss anyone off.
so they're all not ready for that thing. So, but they
Shouldn't stink.
want to. Some people can't help it. Okay.
Dude,
But so they're trying to make amends with the family underneath. So they're like, just bring them this food, that will help them. And that's what the poor mom's saying to the poor daughter. So she's going to bring it, but she gets taken back. So the older son, he's like, he's going to go smash their heads in with that rock.
No, he was gonna go down there and apologize
Oh,
because he finally realizes this isn't the life for them. We don't belong here. We need to say sorry and go be with the people down below, as we keep saying.
You think he was going to gift him the rock?
That's what I was thinking. He's gonna give him the rock.
I thought he was gonna go finish the job.
I don't know. That's a good point too, because
I thought he was gonna go gift it to him,
this is after
like
he
to
had
say
that-
sorry.
But yeah, so he gets a rock from whatever, the rock they were gifted at the very beginning. He goes into the
grandfather.
He goes into the basement, and he sees the old housekeeper's body, and her head's covered up in like a bag, or it's her hair or something.
You can't see.
And she's gonna he's getting closer to check, like, what the heck, is she dead? And then you see a thing come up over his head, and it's like a noose, and the crazy guy chokes him with this like noose and locks it up, so he's kind of tied up and he's choking. And
That part was crazy.
That was,
Yeah, it was
crazy. And then they start battling over trying to get out, and his the rope, it has like a little pipe at the end, so it's like a noose, a rope, and a pipe. And the pipe comes loose, and he's running up the stairs. And you could just hear the pipe ting 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 ting. And then he gets to the top of the stairs, almost out, and then the crazy guy grabs the rope and pulls him back. And
No.
yeah,
Does it? I thought it just got caught.
no, he grabs it and pulls him back. And then once he pulls him back, he has that, because they're fighting over he's trying to bring the rock back upstairs, and he drops a rock, right?
Yeah.
No, he smashes him over the head with it
So he
Yeah.
dropped the rock
off
in
screen.
At the beginning, yeah.
Oh, the boy. Yeah,
Yeah.
it falls out of his hands and it goes all the way down the stairs.
Yeah, and then that guy, you don't see him grab it, but he grabs it and smashes his head in, but you don't see the first smash, so you're like kind of thankful that you didn't see the smash, because there's blood everywhere. And then it shows like a wide shot. He picks that rock up and just bounces it off his head.
That part got me too. I was like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
That was insane.
Dude, that's gnarly. And then he's already unconscious, so when he hits him with that, his body just jolts after he gets hit with that. Yeah, it's crazy. So then he's all bloody on the face from smashing his face on the light to do Morse code. He gets up to the kitchen, just casually walks past, grabs a knife, goes outside, and the poor daughter turns around and he stabs her in the heart, right? The right side.
Yeah. So.
Stabs her right in the heart. She pushes cake in his face, and he falls over. And then this whole time they're trying to do a play for the son. Mr. Kim and Mr. Park are trying to do like a little play, but this guy comes out and stabs the daughter. Kind of ruins the whole thing.
Everyone goes crazy. The dad is he's also kind of in a weird mindset right now, because he is so tired of these people fucking looking down on him, or just being disgusted by him. And it's really weird, because
he can change this. He knows the problem. Wash your clothes better.
Yeah, but they just were flooded.
I get that, but also I noticed about the Mr. Kim or Mr. Park. He's only with his wife because she's hot.
Yep,
pretty much.
He does that.
He says that. He goes, doesn't say it, but he's like, but you love her, right? We'll call it that.
Yeah, you could call it love.
And there's another thing that Mr. Kim does that just bugged him so much was
Mr. Park.
Oh, Mr. Park, sorry. It just bugged Mr. Kim really bad. It was
you're going too fast.
I'm going too fast?
Yeah, because I know what you're going to say. You're going to talk about plugging his nose?
No, I'm talking about
okay.
Where they're hiding behind the bush because they're going to do the play. They're
yes.
cosplaying Indians, but in the bush,
American Indians.
Yeah. In the bush, he's talking about, hey, you're getting paid for this. You're getting paid extra for this. Think of this as your
do what
work.
I say.
Yeah, and it's just it just is just poking at him.
Well, it's
And
because
let's just-
he was at first he was being this is gonna be fun, it'll be awesome, and Mr. Kim's just butthurt and angry and like doesn't want to be there in general.
Yeah, he's just murdered somebody, and
the whole situation
yeah,
sucks.
so it's all messed up. So he's not in the right mindset to do a play.
And so then Mr. Kim or Mr. Park's like, "Well, you're gonna do this anyways because we're paying you to do it."
Yeah. So during this, right after this, the guy comes out and stabs his daughter in the chest, and so they come out. The rich guy, Mr. Park, tries to get his family out of there, and he's just asking for the keys the whole time, even though
Well, he doesn't know that they're related.
no, not at all.
To him, they're just co-workers. So he doesn't understand why Mr. Park or Mr. Kim, because he goes, "Mr. Kim, get the car. Get the car, Mr. Kim, Mr. Kim."
Well, you
He's
like,
like, "No."
super loud.
Am I?
Yeah,
Sorry, I was getting excited.
yeah.
But he's like, "Do it."
There you
But
go.
he's like, "What the fuck? Like, why aren't you gonna come do this? Why are you trying to save this person you don't know?" And he's finally like, "Give me the keys." And then that's when he tosses him the keys, and then
The wife and the crazy guy are fighting right now, and she shish kebabs him
Dude, that was cool.
right in the side. Yeah, and then they fall over, or they're about to fall over as soon as he throws the keys, and the keys land over the crazy squatter,
Yeah, lands right underneath him.
and he's almost dead. The squatter.
Respect. Dude, that part.
But yeah, so he's trying to get the keys from underneath that guy, but he can't even get the keys because he's so grossed out by the guy's smell that he's like, ooh, like, ugh. So he gets keys from underneath the guy finally, but Mr. Kim sees him like plugging his nose, and that's his final straw of like, oh, these rich guys don't care about anybody but themselves. And then Mr. Park stands up, and then the crazy guy goes, "Respect."
he goes, "Mr. Park, respect."
Mr. Park,
He's
respect.
like, "Do I know you?" Like,
Dude, that part was so funny. And then he dies right after that.
Yep.
But
And
then yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, then Mr. Kim grabs the knife that the crazy dude had and stabs Mr. Park. Just because he was, I don't know, he's just snapped too, I guess.
He just snapped. What's crazy though is like that part with him plugging his nose made him snap and leave over his daughter dying. Like,
yeah,
he just left his daughter dying
it was
in the lawn.
it was pride, but you know what they say, sons over daughters over in that region.
That is true though.
Yeah, they treat the son way better. The rich family does. They're like his prodigy. You know?
Yeah, he has his own special like art room, and that's decked out.
Well, they mention that in the thing too. That's tradition in that area. Is the baby always gets spoiled?
And he's mad spoiled.
Oh yeah.
Spoiled.
But yeah, so then the dad, after he kills Mr. Park, he runs off, and they're trying to save. Oh, and he sees his son getting carried out by the rich daughter, because she ends up finding him, but he ends up running away, and they can't find him anywhere. And yeah, so they go back to like normal life kind of, but he like wakes up from like a coma.
And they get super fucking lucky that all they get is probation, not jail time.
Yeah, just probation. And then you find out that the daughter died from the stabbing.
And he's laughing because he had brain surgery.
So yeah, that part was weird too. Like another plot that didn't go anywhere.
He just becomes the Joker.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, another one that didn't come to fruition either was when the son finally does get the rich son does get the Morse code.
Oh, he's out.
Yeah, he doesn't tell.
Yeah, nothing happens with that. Like, why show that?
Well, he didn't
you
have.
notice he spelled it wrong,
yeah,
too?
he had it wrong, so he probably thought,
Well, it said "Hulp me."
yeah, and he's like, I don't know what
No,
that
it didn't
means.
say me either. Just Hope M.
Well, I'm sure.
So the kid's an art major anyway, so he doesn't get it.
No, he knows. He was a Boy Scout. He knows Morse code.
But they figured the dad was just gone. And
You're right. Because he just stands up and just runs away.
yeah, and the news is covering it, and they say the cameras didn't see him run anywhere. And the police are following the family closely to see if they are like harboring him or anything. And they lit up a little bit, and then the son goes out and just looks at the house because he admires, like, that's what we had at one time. And he sees a light flashing that the crazy guy was doing Morse code on. So then he puts two and two together and is like, oh shoot. So he writes down like what the Morse code might be, and he puts it together that his dad's living in the basement,
Which is so crazy.
the rich people's house.
And it shows how he got away too, because it flashes to their camera, and it shows from the back that the cord is still clipped, so their camera doesn't work. So that's why he just goes around the corner back into the house.
Pretty smart.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd be able to think on, while that was all happening.
Well, I don't think he realized what he was doing. He was just trying to escape back to the basement. He didn't realize the camera was cut.
True. But I would have just probably ran down the road. I wouldn't have thought to go back into the cellar.
Not me, dude. I just killed everybody. Nobody can point me out if they ain't living.
I would have climbed the wall that she threw the ball over, backflipped off onto the car, rolled down the hood.
Into a moving car.
Mm-hmm.
Got
And
away.
then
That's
kicked
probably
that guy out and then drove off.
that's probably what I would have done.
Yeah, probably me
good.
too.
But yeah, then he comes up with a plan. Like, I'm gonna work my hardest to become rich, and I'm gonna buy that house. And it shows like a scene of them buying the house, and they're in the backyard. And you're like, oh shoot! Like, see, if he puts his mind to it, he can do it. Like, he bought that house, and then the dad comes out the back, and then the son and the mom now own the house, and it's all happily ever after. And you're like, oh wow, that was pretty insane. And then it flashes back again to him writing the letter, and he's like, until then. And they're back still being poor.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. Because it was all just
Yeah, that's like
What's gonna happen?
I'm gonna do. But we don't know if, if Mr. Kim dies, or if they ever become rich, or anything.
It could have been the brain surgery talking.
Yeah, it could have been.
True that.
But I thought, dude, this movie, rewatching it, I probably better the second time. I love this movie.
This is probably my fourth time watching it.
This is my second time.
Travis's face.
It'll be my only time.
Oh my god.
Dude, it's so weird, dude.
But that guy, Song Kang-ho,
He's
the
in
dad.
so many good movies.
Oh my god, dude, he's in like 4 of my favorite movies.
Yeah, he's got great lineup of movies. He's a good actor, and
He is.
the rich dad, Mr. Park, his voice is crazy.
Yeah, he has a good voice.
I was jealous. I was like, I can't do it. I can't get that.
Go ahead,
deep.
try.
It's just-
Hey, Mr. Kim.
That's about it.
Talking about flat faces and giving fake accents.
That wasn't an
Jake all
accent.
over again.
Was that an accident?
Yeah.
Nah. Shut the fuck up. Anyway.
Yeah, potato meter it.
Oh, my potato meter, I'm going to give it a 90.
Yeah, I'm giving
That movie's really good, dude.
I'm giving 98.
Whoa.
Dude, it's
Way up there.
it's so good.
I don't blame
65.
you. Shut the fuck.
You stupid idiot.
Dude.
So dumb. I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message.
The movie's so good, dude. I don't know. I don't know why you didn't enjoy it.
Because he's reading. He doesn't like foreign movies.
I picked this movie because I thought for sure you would love it.
The second half of it, but the first half sucked.
Well, it's a setup. It has a setup.
Yeah.
But it doesn't really set up.
Yes, it does. It sets up everything. It was a perfectly paced movie.
I agree. And the very end was like the climax.
Yeah, it was so good. Characters great. Climax
Even the music.
freaking so good. Yeah, music was good. I mean, I don't know that most of the movie was shot in the two houses, but still, it's good.
So on that house, the rich house, the fake architect made, or the architect made, that was a whole set. That was filmed on a set they built.
Oh,
Wasn't a real house.
yeah. Where's your tidbits at, Travis?
He didn't have time.
Didn't have any.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Gut. I know what that's from. What's that from? Oh,
Peter.
God. Oh yeah, Peter. It's also from Inglourious Bastards.
Is it?
Yeah, it's another great movie. They have to read a lot in, Travis.
Never seen it.
Oh, I'll pick that one someday because I really like that movie.
The movie's really good.
Segment.
65, 90.
Yeah, so 98, 90, and 65. So it's like a hard 80 something.
I'm gonna give it a certified smash.
Oh, it's certified smash for sure.
Don't let Travis fool you guys. Go watch this movie if you haven't seen it.
Yeah, if you
Don't
could read,
waste
if
your
you could read,
time.
you'll like it. But yeah, moving on to segment. This was kind of hard for me.
I agree. I was trying to look through my movies, and I could think of. Okay, so for the segment, we're going to do
There you go.
good scenario, one movie, good scenario
That you would want to be in.
that you want to be in, and then one terrible scenario that you would never want to be in from a movie. And I only have two.
Are we going good or bad first?
Good.
Well, I would go good. So, my first good scenario that I would love to be in, like that I just think is so wholesome, is Benny the Jet from Sandlot.
Oh, that's pretty sick. I didn't even think about
Dude.
that.
It's so good. You get your best friends. You play baseball every fucking day. Like, I don't know. It's just great. And then he grows up to be a MLB. Like, he grows up and goes into the league.
The real actor's a douche.
Is he really?
No.
Oh,
He's
he's just
just-
jealous.
No, he's kind of. He's
He
super
didn't sign
hot
your
still.
Funko Pop.
No, he just give it up on acting. He's just a fireman now, and never goes to any of the meetups with the other castmates.
That's fine.
Yeah.
He's just
saving people from fires.
mad at him for being normal.
Being selfish.
How dare you choose your regular life over your famous friends? Famous friends.
Yeah. Yeah, Sandlot. That was I don't know. I just love that whole movie because it makes me feel like I miss being a kid,
Yeah.
And for bad, should we do both at the same time, or do you all go first and say good?
It's up to you.
All right, for bad, I would hate to be in the movie Saw.
Ooh, I didn't think of Saw.
Yeah, oh my god.
I would fucking hate. Man, you're just chained to a wall.
You gotta just do bad stuff.
Have you guys ever looked at the Screen Rant, the stupidest reasons why people get chose to be the victims?
No, I have no idea.
Some
why.
of them are so stupid.
This
One of them is hey, he might get cancer, but he refuses to stop smoking, so I put him in the maze.
Stupid. So what is it? Just people taking advantage of life or something?
Kinda.
Never
Yeah,
really
that's what it
watched. Never
One of
really
them
watched
was-
the Saws.
She does drugs.
Or it's it's like this dude.
You never watched Saw?
Yeah,
No, I've watched one.
They're
the
so
first one is good.
horrifying. None of them are really good, but the gore fucks
Dude.
me up.
The ending of the first one is.
Oh, the ending of the first
good.
one is so good, but the movie itself kind of sucks.
Isn't there
Yeah.
7?
There's 10.
Yeah, I haven't watched.
Jeez. Do you have a
I
fan
don't
on
think past
Travis?
4.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're picking up some static earlier. All right, Travis, you want to go?
Oh, my headset's dying. Maybe it's that. Maybe it's beeping. So, my good... I had 2. Which I'm going to go with one that's debatable. But it's mine. The Batman.
Why?
Interesting.
Because my parents already suck. And I'm poor. But if they were dead and I became rich,
That'd be sick.
I'd be so happy.
Dude, you wouldn't become the Batman.
I'd be rich.
You'd be Fat Man, dude. You just
It'd be
hang out.
fine. But he inherits billions of dollars.
Yeah.
Oh no, your parents died. Mine are alive and they're
Okay.
not around.
So you would have to be the Batman, though. So you'd have
That's
to
fine.
go through the fact that your parents got shot in front of you,
Uh-huh.
get traumatized, and you can
And then
never
get
like love anybody.
10 figures. Oh, I can't now.
So it's the exact same thing, except for he's ripped.
I'm not in
and
shape
rich.
and I'm poor.
Jeez Louise. All right, and for your bad one,
This one was a tough one too. I gotta go Castaway.
ooh,
Being trapped on a deserted island by myself for 7 years. There's no way I'd survive.
no,
Easy.
yeah, you would die.
No way.
You
Just-
use a vacation.
I'd get skinny. No, but just the being secluded would drive me insane. There's
Yeah.
no way.
You could probably give me any bad like Saw. I live. Castaway. I live. I can't think of it. Like 28 weeks later, I live.
Hey, that was
You
on
are
my
fake news.
my bad list too.
Buried. I live. Like any bad.
Ooh,
movie,
I didn't think of Buried.
That's my bad one.
Oh, what's your good one then?
My bad one is Buried. I don't want to be buried alive with the hopes of being saved.
Hmm.
Like,
Yeah, that
Being buried, I think the hope of being saved would get me through it, but not knowing that people could find me.
I think you would exhaust your
oxygen.
fucking oxygen from
100%.
you panicking,
Oh yeah.
and then you would
100%.
die.
Yep, that's exactly what would happen.
Oh yeah. So Buried's my bad one because like that.
Plus, we're fat. Imagine being in a freaking coffin.
No, but I'm Ryan Reynolds.
Obviously
Yeah,
not
he's
built
doing
for
it.
you,
I'm Ryan Reynolds.
so it's just on your stomach already.
Just breathe really hard, break that shit.
Then that's when the dirt falls on you and you suffocate.
Not on your belly.
Just stand up.
Yeah, Derek,
Just stand up.
just stand up.
And my good one is so hard because I literally could not think of any good ones besides Blank Check, and that's not even that good.
Oh, so what is it?
Blank Check.
Oh my gosh, it's just being a little. It's kind of funny. We revert back to kids.
Yeah, just being a kid with the blank check, getting whatever I want. It'd be so awesome.
Is that the one with Sinbad?
Yeah, or
Is Richie Rich Sinbad?
No. It's on. the
Yeah,
bus
Sinbad
and he's
is in it.
He's eating fries.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
McDonald's fries.
Yeah.
That's all I remember from Sinbad, though. I don't know how he has it. Is he the driver or some shit? I can't.
he's the
remember.
driver.
Okay, it's all coming back now. I guess that one's fine because he has that house that's like a castle.
Yeah, but doesn't he get it all taken away from him?
He does.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
He loses everything in the end.
that's why I couldn't think of anything.
But he kisses a 20-something-year-old babe, and she promises to bang him when he's 18.
So,
So there's that.
so weird.
that was written by a man.
Dude, I heard they did that. Jonah Hill did that too. With mid-90s.
Oh,
Had
Interesting.
some
Never seen that.
13-year-old sleeping with the older lady.
what the fuck?
Yeah, that's like a new movie.
Sounds like me losing my virginity.
I will bring that up last episode, but I didn't want to say it.
Yeah, let's not bring up anything. Anyway, what was your other ones on the list?
I literally had, this is what my list says, buried and blank check, and then underneath I have running zombies. So any movie with running zombies.
I had 28 Days Later as my other bad movie that I would hate to be in.
Yeah.
But there's also so many like Hellraiser, Jaws,
Yeah.
Alien.
So many bad movies was easy. Good movies, every good movie has like a weird, lesson in it. Nothing just purely good besides, Sandlot's sick.
I had Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
I had that too, or I was going to put that too, but
That one's it sucks for his friend, but
I mean,
Bueller's fine.
He gets away with everything.
And then I had Indiana Jones.
That'd be sick.
Oh, I thought about that too, but
that'd be cool.
Being an adventurer would be dope.
It would, but those, what are they, man-eating termites in the Crystal Skull?
Skull?
Fuck the Crystal Skull. That's the stupidest one.
It's the scariest
aliens.
thing. I agree, but I was like, well, they're done making these movies.
No, not. Number 5 comes out this summer.
I know, I'm pissed. Because I was like, that should have been the last thing. Aliens should have been the final frontier.
Dude, what's he gonna...
I think they're like
70?
making number 4. Well, they're passing the torch finally.
Super loud.
I'm not even moving.
I don't know. It's just loud. Maybe it's my headphones.
But this one they're passing the torch, and I think they said they're discounting Crystal Skull isn't part of the continuation.
Stupid. I hate that they could do that.
But my other movies my good ones were Crazy Rich Asians.
Never seen it.
It's a really good movie. Pisses you off, but solid movie.
They're rich?
No, because like what you guys are saying about the other one, the families just suck. They're such cunts.
Because they're so rich.
Yeah, and they don't care about the lower class.
Yeah.
Like, if you're lower class, you're nothing.
Lame.
But marrying into a rich family,
cool.
I'm on board. Treat me like shit. I'm still getting paid.
I don't think you'd like it in real life.
I would hate it, but once I got my Beamer,
just happy.
and then went to my $500 dinner, I'm okay again.
I got a BMW.
No, you
So
don't.
dumb.
And then my bad ones are Green Inferno and the Hunger Games.
Hunger Games? That's bad?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Throw me
My
in the
fat ass
Hunger
wouldn't
Games.
survive.
I'm freaking hungry
Why not?
right now, bro.
What are your what are your strengths?
My brain.
Yeah, you could be like that black guy that does hooks up the electricity to the force field and blows up the force field and then he dies.
And my major slacker abilities to the point where it's no longer slacking.
You would just hide
They
and
just
survive
can't
off
find you.
your gut.
I just wouldn't show up.
Yeah.
Just
Just hide
Slept
the whole
in
time
for the Hunger Games.
like, oh shit, sorry guys. See you at the next one.
You got little knives or hands too.
Yeah, whatever.
Harry Potter, if you're not Harry Potter, would be sick.
I basically was Harry Potter.
No, you ain't.
Shaggy hair, glasses, raised by my aunt and uncle. Poor.
No magic.
Sound familiar?
Yeah, he can do
That's
magic,
the only
though.
difference.
That's the best part.
Yeah, but everything else is the same. Except for my aunt and uncle didn't hate me.
Yeah, your aunt and uncle are awesome.
Yeah, but still. It was raised by him.
Shut up.
The similarity's there.
Yeah, not even close to Harry Potter.
I
Dude,
had
I would Wingardium Leviosa so hard right now if I could.
I had a thought that Spider-Man would be terrible.
Dude, I love
Being a
these
superhero
Spider-Man.
would suck.
Yeah, that's why I didn't
Yeah.
pick. Well, if you're not in the movie and you just got Spider-Man's powers, and there's no villains, that'd be cool.
I'm gonna become the villain.
You're gonna
think?
shoot webs out of your butt.
Like if I got like super strength, super speed, some sort of, I'm gonna be rich.
Yeah.
Yeah,
One way or another.
I'm robbing a bank.
For sure.
Dang, I think
My brother could rob a bank.
You could,
Yeah,
and he had no powers.
yeah. He just
I
went in
forgot
there.
about that.
Crazy asshole.
That was crazy. Should interview him. when we do a bank heist movie.
Ooh, that's a
Bring
good
him
idea.
on for a bank heist for
No, I'm not
Ocean's
gonna
11.
put his picture up on there.
Picture. He's just a mic.
It's just with a voice
With a
box.
voice distorter.
The real deep ones.
Yeah.
I am definitely over 6 feet tall.
That's what I would do.
So, movie quote.
Wait,
Oh, I was
Oh,
also
yeah.
thinking about we should put a little news segment in here, like news
Okay.
about it'd be fun. Like, hey, did you guys hear that Josh Gad was in consideration for Wonder Man?
Is that real?
I don't know, but that's what I seen.
I don't know who that is.
He's
Josh Gad, fat guy. He's a
What's his name in-
Olaf
No, what's his name in New
Bear
Girl?
Claw.
Bear Claw.
Bear Claw.
Oh my
Bear
god.
Claw.
Oh hey Jess.
So if Michael had a real life movie, that's the guy who would play it.
Josh
Bear
Gad
Claw.
play me. Bear Claw.
That's awesome.
As Bear Claw though, not as Josh Gad.
That'd be
Bear
sick.
Claw. He has that tattoo on his lower back.
But yeah, he's supposed to be Wonder Man. From what I've seen, I don't know if it's real.
I also
but-
saw that what's his face? Nathan Fillion was supposed to be too. They
don't
were
know who
supposed to
that
put a yeah, you do.
Nathan Fillion.
Mm-hmm. Super famous. Like you ever see Firefly?
No. The
Shit.
sci-fi movie.
Mm-hmm.
I watched it
No.
when I was in like 8th grade. I didn't understand it.
I didn't either. I wanted to like it so bad. But they were supposed to put a picture of him because he's a movie star.
He's
It was
supposed to be
supposed to be-
Wonder Man. No, thank
he was
you.
no, he was supposed to be. But they never cut it. Now it's that dude who played Stingray or whatever his name is, Manta Ray.
But yeah, I was thinking that'd be cool. New segment.
Well, do you see the Hunger Games trailer?
I refuse to watch it
Oh,
because
why?
I don't know.
I
You're gonna-
refuse to watch a Beast Transformers.
That was actually
Beast
good.
Wars. I hated all.
Did you guys
the
see? Did you guys
Transformers.
watch the stupid little teaser for?
Guardians of the
I'm trying-
Galaxy?
No. Twisted Metal.
No, I
No,
didn't
I
see the
didn't.
teaser, but I seen the.
I sent it
picture.
to you guys.
I thought it was a picture.
No, I sent you both.
Oh no.
Yeah, I just don't care.
It looks kind of cool. Like I know it's just for the.
Who is Anthony Mackie playing?
His name's John Doe,
God.
and he's a milkman with amnesia, is what it says.
So
That's
not
what
an
it-
ice cream
So
guy.
not any of the characters from Twisted Metal.
I think John Doe is the name of the taxi guy.
Yellow Jacket. Ooh,
If I'm
Jinx.
remembering correctly.
Yellow Jacket sucked though. His special is so weak. He just got
I
spikes.
remember it.
He just got spikes around his car, and you could either shoot them, which didn't do any damage, or you could run into people.
What?
Yeah. It was,
And then it shows Sweet Tooth.
ooh,
Oh,
sweet tooth.
He's gonna be a weird one because his body is Samoa Joe the wrestler, but his
head-
voice is Will Arnett.
Oh, that is kind
God,
of
yeah, I don't know, man. I just like that's such a weird random movie to make
It's not a movie.
a video game.
show.
It's a series.
Oh my God, okay, I'm definitely not watching it.
I'll check it out. I love Twisted Metal,
Me too.
but they'll probably butcher it. So, but that's it for the news segment.
Yeah. For
That
my
was
movie
fun.
quote, I'll go Inglorious Bastards. 100 Nazi scalps, and I want my scalps.
Oh,
Remember that?
yeah, I do.
That's good.
Mine is from Gladiator. It says, "Death smiles at all of us. All men can do is smile back."
Cute.
Tina, you fat lard, come get some dinner. Tina, eat food. Eat the food. Napoleon
Yes.
Dynamite.
What is that from? Oh, yeah, I was going to say, what was that from?
Jeez Louise.
And then
Anyway.
next week's movie.
Well, we
Yeah.
have special guests.
So let's cover. So we might have special guests. They didn't get back to me.
Yeah, I
Sons
had a
of bitches.
feeling.
So it might just take maybe skip a week or something. But either way, yeah, we might have special guests. They have small time indie filmmakers. They just had a movie in where'd they have a movie at?
Indiegogo. Yeah.
And Salem Con or something like
Yeah,
that.
Salem. So hopefully we get one of those guys or all three of them, because they're like a team filmmakers. And if not, we're gonna do Ocean's 11, and that's Travis's pick.
Wow, wait.
Well, I was already talking, so I just finished it. So Ocean's 11 or special guest filmmakers.
Hopefully not Ocean's 11.
Yeah, hopefully not.
No, it is. Thank you, Tater Tots, for listening to another episode of Bad Potatoes. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify by searching for the Bad Potatoes Pod. You can also find us on Instagram at Bad Potatoes Pod, on Twitter at Bad Potatoes Pod _, and on YouTube at Bad Potatoes Podcast. Please comment, follow, like, and listen, and don't forget to smash potato that like button.